Okay. Ladies and gentlemen of the media, welcome to the Cape Town City versus Orlando Pirates post-match press conference. We'll start with the away team coach, Coach Josef Zinnbauer. Welcome, sir. Coach, if you may, just please give us a brief summary of the match from tonight.
Yeah, in the first 15, 20 minutes, it was good in the game. I think we had the control of the game. Have another one or two good chances. We don't score, and then comes the red card. This was so a little bit the break for me in the game in the first half. Up this time, it was not so in the game. It was have then a team. They play only defense work, but it's normal. This was not so good, and then we get in the extra time in the first half. We get we consider, and this is a problem when you have one player on the field more, and the opponent play then very strong defense. In the second half, we comes out the dress room. The players do all this what he can to winning a game, but we know the results, we know the performance, we do our best, but in the moment is a little bit of luck what we have not. I don't know, was a penalty or was a hand in the box, or we have then a lot of good final passes on good shoots on the goal, but the keeper or a feed from the opponent was always on the ball, and we do, and we run, we fight for this, but compliment on the opponent. They make this strong, good with the defense work, and compliment for this.
We'll now open for questions from the floor. If you have any question, please ask the coach. You may go ahead and ask the coach.
Good afternoon, Coach Karabo here. Just a quick one in terms of your games against the Cape Town City. You haven't won against them in the last 5 games, but I think this is your first against them personally. But what do you think that City are doing correctly that the Pirates are not doing, because you haven't won against them in the past 5 games, Coach?
5 games, I don't know. I can speak for this game. You see, we have a strong and a good Gegner, good opponent against us. We know this. Cape Town is in the bubble, one of the best teams in the moment. But I said this before. For me, was the point was broken. The game was the red card. I think the players thinking then too easy. But we give the words from outside and say, "Come on, strong guys, concentrated work." But when you have then an opponent with one player less on the field, they work defense, and Cape Town have quality players in the front as a striker. And one time you sleep and you get the goal, and then it's a hard work when you run always against the wall. Then it's not easy. You find a solution. They close the space. They fighting for the 3 points. They do all what is possible, and then it's not so easy. You can win a game. You score, and when you score, then it's maybe open. Then it's easier for us. Then you find more space. But minutes to minutes, you don't score. Then it's difficult for us.
Next question.
Spiwe from Front Runner. Coach, what do you think you need to do in order to turn around the rest of your season in the bubble? Thank you.
It's a good question. Thank you. This is not so easy. Now comes the first week where we have a little more space. We can go to the field, and we can work with the team about the final thirds. Yeah, that is the point what we have to work more and more in the future, not in this week, after the week, in the next season, in the preseason. That's the point. What is coming, but it's not so easy in the bubble. You can work with the team. It's not a excuse, but it's so. Yeah, it's not easy. And the recovery day is important for the players. And and then we have to be careful with the work. And the muscles is not easy when you make strong sessions. But we get it now. We work on the turnaround, and we do all our best. The players do the best. I cannot say today this was a bad game. They don't work. No, they work. But we have in the moment not the luck and not the feeling for the final pass and the final shoot. And but this is the work for us now. We have to work with these problems, and we do this.
Do you have any more questions for the coach? We'll take the final 3 questions.
Yes, please. Clifford here, Capricorn FM. Coach, most people would talk about, how difficult it is for players right now to play without, spectators. When a team is down, you would think, okay, the fans will be rallying behind the players to push them to play very hard. Would you say that, not having support is proving to be difficult for players to actually push themselves very hard?
Yeah, that's right. It's maybe a point, but it's not a point alone for us. I think the other big clubs in the big clubs, it's don't misunderstand this. I mean the supporters. I think we have in the league different supporters, and we have clubs. They have more supporters. And these clubs, we see this in a moment. Maybe it's a reason, but we need the supporters. We want the supporters, but it's not possible. And in this bubble, it's a difficult time for us. It's playing without supporters. It's a new situation, I think, for the most of the players in my squad. But we have to work on this, and it's not an excuse. We know it. We give the players the information before. We work on this. We say we have not the feeling, we have not the push from the supporters what we have normal. I give you the words before for the bubble in the normal Liga games in my times. I say this after the games always. The supporters was on this day important man for us, and they give us a support, and they give us the push, and this is in a moment not possible. But I say it again, this is not the reason we can lose the games. We know it. We are all a professional worker in the football, and we have to work with this. And it's not an excuse, but it's possible. Yes, you're right.
Final 2 questions.
Okay, I'll go, Sister, again. Coach, 9 points left for you to play for. There is 3 games left. What is the target? Because I think the league is now out of the hands, but there's a huge possibility for you to play in Africa through the CAF Confederations Cup or the Champions League if you can finish the 3rd, Coach. What is your mentality going into the next 3 games? What would you like to achieve for you to finish the season, Coach, with 3 remaining games?
First is always important. We work from game to game. It's like this before was the bubble. The question comes always what we do, fighting for the cups or fighting for the 1st or 2nd place. I say always this work for the next game, and we prepare the squad for the next season. This was the target what we have, but we won't play and we won't win. That is the target first. This is the first point. It's we win the game, and the next game is the same. We have to win. We won't win games, and when we win games, then we can easier improve the squad. And when you lose games, then it's not so easy. Then we need now two days. Maybe we get the head up from the players. We need now words. It's not so easy then as a player when you win not a game and you lose a game against 9 players on the field, that's not so easy. And this is the point what we have to work on, the win. We win the game, we won't win the game, we do all for this. And that is the next target in the next game to